Angel Reese being missing in action on this WNBA.
Have you heard the news? Angel Reese just plunged into reality. It struck her so strongly that she might require a break to gather herself. The most recent WNBA fantasy player rankings were published by ESPN. Let's just say that Angel isn't overjoyed. She's actually outraged about where she ended up, not simply upset.
Thought this was going to be her stance. Being big mad that she did not make the top 10 last night. We chuckled and I said, well, wait a minute now. I was told Angel Reese was like one of the absolute best players in this.
Have you heard the news? Angel Reese just plunged into reality. It struck her so strongly that she might require a break to gather herself. The most recent WNBA fantasy player rankings were published by ESPN. Let's just say that Angel isn't overjoyed. She's actually outraged about where she ended up, not simply upset.
What's not debatable is the fact that Caitlin Clark has handled her branding extremely well. Whereas with Angel Reese, sometimes you find yourself scratching out your head and wondering what the hell
You would think that Angel Reese would have secured a high ranking given all the self-promotion, magazine covers, and constant Instagram thirst traps. Reconsider. She was ranked number 12. Yes, it is correct. Angel Reese received an ad from ESPN that was so demeaning it might as well have included a box of Kleenex.
ESPN just dropped who they think are going to be ranked where for this season coming up. And, man, when I say this list is ridiculous, man, we're about to...
But hold on, things get even better. Fans are upset about more than just where she ended up. They are incensed that she received such a high ranking. Yes, it is correct. People are truly perplexed as to how they managed to surpass WNBA greats like Chelsea Gray, Diana Taurasi, Nafi Collier, and Brittany Gurrier. And to be honest, that's what makes this whole situation so absurd.
We found out what her ranking is on this list, and the plot twist is people are pissed because she's too high. She's ranked too high. People are like, you got to be shitting me, right?
Yes, it is correct. Many admirers were astonished to see her in 12th place. It all boils down to the statistics. Let's discuss numbers. Reese averaged 13.6 points, 13.1 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 1.3 steals, and 0.5 blocks per game during the previous campaign. That appears sound at first glance, but it doesn't hold up when you consider that those figures were mostly the result of simple stat padding.
Angel Reese, interesting, landed at the number 12 spot. Look, I'm not dumb. I know she's not the 12th best player in the league. She might be like, 42? Something like that? I don't know. This came after a season that saw her average 13.6 points, 13.1 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 1.3 steals, and 0.5.
Let's be truthful. Angel Reese grabs every rebound she can find, even if it comes from her own missed layups, and plays basketball like she's stuffing a Thanksgiving turkey. And those are abundant. And let's not overlook the obvious. She lacks a shooting range, a dependable offensive bag, and a defensive presence that genuinely excites opponents when they see her protecting them. The internet, of course, had a blast. "Bro, I'm better than Angel Reese," a commenter said. "Reese at 12 is way too high," chuckled someone else. "Ranking Angel Reese 12th is disrespectful to literally every woman in the WNBA," another person said. "At best, she is in the top 300, but definitely not the 12th. Angel Reese is closer to 1200 than 12, according to one critic who didn't hold back at all.
Bro, I'm better than Angel Reese. One commenter wrote. Another one said, Reese is too high. Laugh out loud. Another one said, quote, Angel Reese being 12th is disrespectful to literally every other woman in the WNBA. She's easily top 300, but not 12. That's good. That's really good.
She is truly the 12th best player in the league, so let's be honest, ESPN did not rank her 12th. Not even close. In order to keep Angel Reese's name in the conversation, ESPN is creating buzz, which is what they do best. Raw statistics are what determine fantasy rankings, and Angel Reese is without a doubt the queen of stat padding. However, in terms of actual basketball influence, the decision has already been made, and supporters have made it very evident that she is by no means worthy of that position.
If Angel Reese is number 12, how bad are people behind her? A social media user added. A follower added, Angel Reese is closer to 1,200 than 12th. Quote, there's not a single world where Angel Reese is better than Satu. A sixth critic wrote, referring to Satu Sabali, who was 14th. Oh, there's not a chance in hell she's better.
The budding star forward for the Dallas Wings, Sata Sabali, is superior to Angel Reese in every universe, according to some supporters. However, Angel's delusion doesn't stop there. She is throwing a fit and acting as though ESPN personally insulted her, rather than using this as a wake-up call to genuinely step up her game. Actually, they were doing her a favor. To be honest, Reese's ranking of 12 is just as forced as the league's attempt to include her in the Rookie of the Year discussion. The WNBA made a concerted effort to position her as the league's face. Here's the issue, though. If there is no light, a star cannot be made to shine.
She ranked 12th, and immediately, like I said, I would think that would be too high. Well, that's what a lot of other people thought, too. There's your plot twist. A lot of people were like, wait, what? All right, she's ranked higher than Alicia Gray, Brittany Griner, Diana Taurasi.
Hey, as all of this is going on, the league's true stars, those who are truly working hard, are thinking, seriously, this is who they're promoting. Perhaps the WNBA should start with a G League if Angel Reese wants to be the best at anything. Not to mention that she received top-notch instruction from the Chicago Sky, Maryland, and LSU. Rose still required her amazing coach to leave Rose practice in order to show her how to complete a simple layup, though. A simple layup.
See Caitlin Clark going on wild out. But again, she's not doing all this extra garbage. She lives her life. She went on vacation. She's playing golf. And she's back in the gym. We have not seen one video of Angel Reese back in any gym. None of it. Every player posts when they're in the gym. Angel's not in the gym. That's why you don't see posts of Angel in the gym.
Angel has chosen to play the victim once more rather than express gratitude that ESPN even gave her such a high ranking. This loss is more painful for her than one of her missed layups. I'm the face of the league, she probably said as she paced back and forth in front of a mirror. I'm the greatest. They simply don't value me. However, let's face it, Angel's on-court performance falls short of her fantasy rating, and those stat-padded figures just serve to highlight the disparity.
I seem to remember somebody that actually got a bunch of her own damn rebounds. And I think that padded her rebounding numbers as she was missing shots. We all know the score. She grabbed her own offensive.
I'm sorry, Angel, but even your own team's supporters and analysts' rotation choices provide a very different picture. Caitlin Clark and other up-and-coming talent are locked in, working hard, and preparing to take over. While Clark is in the gym honing her three-point shot, gaining strength, and getting ready to elevate the level of competition across the WNBA, Reese is occupied with tweeting about her detractors. Clark's unwavering work ethic is already paying off, as she is currently ranked second in fantasy rankings. Her fans' only gripe is that she isn't at the top of the league.
Did go off of how much winning Caitlin was doing, how she was contributing to winning, and then going off the viewership and all that. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think
an Angel. She continues to attempt to use basketball as a project for her personal brand. Fashion Week appearances, red carpet appearances, and modeling gigs. She seemed to have time for everything, with the exception of genuinely raising her level of performance. What will happen to Angel Reese next? Most likely another Instagram post in which she says she doesn't give a damn about rankings while secretly worrying about them. Perhaps she will play the victim once more, accusing the media of failing to treat her with the deference she believes she is due.
Just wants to cry and be victims about everything, right? Like they want to cry that the sportsbooks aren't refunding their bet because the player prop that they bet, the player got hurt. Like it's the same thing. It's this younger generation, then they have no accountability whatsoever.
Here's the reality, though. Respect must be earned rather than given. Angel Reese is now doing everything but earning it. Caitlin Clark and other players let their game do the talking. Angel Reese is unable to make the same claim. Whether on the court or on social media, she has established a reputation as someone who is always looking for attention. Furthermore, there is a distinct distinction between being a self-assured contender and a walking controversy. That boundary has become hazy for Rhee, and it is beginning to catch up with her.